Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating videos like this one. Ever wondered who the wealthiest figures in history that you've never heard of are? The annals of time are filled with stories of immense wealth and opulence far beyond the scope of today's Forbes list. We're not talking about the Gates and the Buffets of our time, but figures whose wealth was so vast, it's hard to fully comprehend. From ancient pharaohs to Roman emperors, medieval monarchs to industrial revolution magnates, and even modern-era billionaires, the scale of wealth is staggering. These individuals didn't just have wealth, they held power and influence that shaped the course of history, and their legacies still echo through the ages. But who were they? What did they do? How did they amass such fortunes? And how does their wealth compare to today's billionaires? Join us as we journey through time and explore the wealth of figures that have shaped our world in ways you might not expect. Our journey begins in ancient Egypt with the Pharaohs, rulers whose wealth was beyond imagination. These opulent leaders were the embodiment of divine and earthly power, possessing an abundance of riches that can only be described as celestial. Their wealth was not just in gold, which was more plentiful than sand in their world, but also in vast tracts of fertile land along the Nile and the boundless labor resources they commanded. These resources were channeled into structures that defied time and gravity. The pyramids, these colossal edifices, built through the sweat and toil of thousands, were not just tombs, but testaments to the pharaoh's affluence. The Great Pyramid of Giza, the largest of them all, stands as a monument to the pharaoh Khufu's wealth, a wealth so vast it was invested in an afterlife. The pharaoh's wealth was so immense that it continues to astound us even today. Next, we move to ancient Rome, where the emperors reigned supreme. The Roman emperors commanded an unprecedented level of wealth. They held dominion over vast tracts of land spanning 3 continents, and their labor resources were virtually limitless, with entire armies and populations at their disposal. The grain that fed Rome, the gold and silver that filled the imperial coffers, the precious gems and exotic goods from far-flung corners of the empire, all these contributed to the emperor's immense wealth. Their lifestyles were as lavish as their resources were vast. Stories abound of emperors feasting on exotic dishes, adorning themselves in garments of the finest silk and gold, and living in palaces of unimaginable opulence. But their wealth was not just for show. It also funded monumental architectural projects, military campaigns, and public spectacles, leaving a lasting legacy that can still be seen in the remnants of the Roman Empire today. The Roman emperor's wealth was so vast that it helped to shape the Western world as we know it. We now journey to the Middle Ages, a time of kings, queens, and immense wealth. This era was marked by extensive land ownership, with monarchs ruling vast territories teeming with natural resources and labor. The wealth of these ruling elites was not just in gold or jewels, but in the power they wielded over their kingdoms. They controlled trade, set taxes, and reaped the benefits of their subjects' labor. Their extravagant lifestyles were a testament to their affluence, with grand castles, opulent feasts, and lavish wardrobes. Yet their wealth was often as volatile as their reigns, subject to wars, marriages, and inheritances. Despite these uncertainties, the great monarchs of the Middle Ages amassed fortunes of such magnitude that their wealth continues to be a subject of fascination today. The wealth of the Middle Ages monarchs was so vast that it continues to influence our world today. Next, we move to the Industrial Revolution, a time of great innovation and even greater wealth. This era saw the rise of industrialists, the titans of industry, who commanded vast fortunes and dominated entire sectors of the economy. They were the architects of progress, their inventions shaping the world as we know it. Take, for example, the steel magnate Andrew Carnegie. Starting as a humble bobbin boy, he went on to control the steel industry, his wealth reaching astronomical heights. Or consider John D. Rockefeller, the oil baron. His control over the oil industry was so absolute, his fortune so immense, that it boggles the mind even today. These industrialists and others like them were the embodiment of the wealth of the Industrial Revolution. Their fortunes were not just vast, they were transformative. They funded libraries, universities, and hospitals, their philanthropy leaving an indelible mark on society. The wealth of the Industrial Revolution's industrialists was so vast that it continues to shape our world today. Finally, we arrive at the modern era, a time of unprecedented wealth and prosperity. This is an epoch marked by the rise of billionaires, individuals whose wealth isn't just vast, but transformative. These are the titans of industry, the pioneers of technology, the magnates of media who have reshaped the world as we know it. Consider the tech giants, for instance. These are the masterminds behind the digital revolution, the architects of the platforms and devices that have become integral to our daily lives. From the sleek smartphones that keep us connected, to the algorithms that predict our needs, to the social media networks that have redefined communication, their inventions have turned them into billionaires many times over. Then there are the tycoons of finance, the shrewd investors and savvy entrepreneurs who have turned capital into an art form. They've built empires on Wall Street and beyond, leveraging markets, commodities, and real estate to amass fortunes of staggering proportions. Their financial acumen has not just earned them a spot on the billionaires list, but also the ability to influence economies on a global scale. Let's not forget the media moguls, the kings and queens of entertainment who have transformed the way we consume content. They've brought us blockbusters, streaming services, news channels, and more, creating a global industry worth billions. Their wealth is a testament to the power of storytelling and its capacity to capture the imagination and the wallet. And finally, there are the philanthropists, those who have pledged to use their wealth for the greater good. They've funded research, championed causes, and launched initiatives that have the potential to change the world. Their philanthropy is a reminder that wealth in the right hands can be a powerful force for positive change. The wealth of the modern era's billionaires is so vast that it continues to shape our world in ways we can't even begin to imagine. As we've seen, the wealth of the richest figures in history is truly astounding. From the opulent pharaohs of ancient Egypt who bathed in luxury while their subjects toiled in the scorching sun, to the Roman emperors whose riches were so vast they could fund monumental structures that still stand today. We journeyed through the Middle Ages, an era where wealth was concentrated in the hands of monarchs and the church, creating a stark contrast between the haves and have-nots. We saw the emergence of merchant princes whose fortunes grew from trade and exploration, shaping the world as we know it. The Industrial Revolution marked a shift, bringing forth a new breed of wealth. Industrialists and inventors, from railroad tycoons to textile magnates, accumulated wealth on a scale previously unimaginable. Their fortunes, often built on the back of laborers working in challenging conditions, left a lasting impact on society, shaping cities, industries, and indeed the world. In the modern era, we've seen wealth reach new heights, from tech giants who've revolutionized our lives to business moguls who've built empires spanning across continents. Yet the disparity between the rich and the poor continues to grow, proving that the accumulation of wealth is a complex and multifaceted issue. The wealth of these figures, while impressive, also serves as a reminder of the immense power and responsibility that comes with such fortune. From shaping economies and influencing politics, to funding philanthropic efforts and driving technological innovation, these individuals have used their wealth to leave an indelible mark on history. While we've only scratched the surface of the wealth of the richest figures in history, we hope this video has given you a glimpse into the lives and wealth of these incredible individuals. The allure of their fortunes continues to captivate us, offering a fascinating look into the power, privilege, and occasionally the pitfalls of extreme wealth. If you've enjoyed this journey through the extravagant corridors of history, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Who among these wealthiest figures fascinated you the most? Was it the opulent pharaohs, the wealthy Roman emperors, the rich lords of the Middle Ages, the industrial magnates, or the modern-day billionaires? Comment below and let us know. And if you found this video intriguing, please don't hesitate to like and share it. Your support helps us to keep creating content that sparks curiosity and fosters learning. If you're new to our channel or haven't done so yet, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. We appreciate your time and thank you for watching.